Welcome to Unwrap Real Talk with the Black Hijabi. I'm your host, Mariam Kaba. Assalamu alaikum. I wanted to introduce a special guest. I know I call all my guests special, but this is a real special guest. She is a chef, a real chef, not those like fake in the kitchen,
That part.
making
part.
up,
That part.
just doing what they want to do, you know, not doing the right thing.
Exactly. See, Mariam know what to say.
Right.
She know what to say.
Rabbiyah, assalamu alaikum. Thank you for
Walaikum
coming.
salam. I appreciate you having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it because, first of all, if you go on her page, your page is full of the good food. You know what I mean? And then you fed a lot of celebrities too. A lot of, no, I don't even like to call them celebrities, a lot of creators.
Yeah, influencers.
A lot of
Yeah.
influencers.
Yeah,
You know, how do you balance your entrepreneurship? And are you a mom?
I am.
Balance entrepreneurship and being a mom. You know, cooking as a service provider. I feel like because you have to deal with a lot of customers, people on a regular basis. How do you balance all of that?
Well, God, Allah, helps with that. Just having a faith in myself and confidence in myself, knowing that I've been here before. Okay, this is familiar. You know what to do. You know, my daughter's 18 now, so she just went to
Not
Clark.
you having an 18-year-old
She went to
girl.
Clark. She just went to Clark, Atlanta. So that's what she is. Yes. So that's what she is.
Give it up to her.
So
What's her name?
Nadia.
Shout out to Nadia.
Shout out to Nadia.
Keep going.
Yes, and Nadia's hair company, Lavish Extensions.
Okay, plugged it.
And just kind of knowing that you've been here before, you've done this before. This is not hard. You're not gonna die.
No, for real.
And tapping into your creativity and just
tell me about your journey. Like, how'd you get into?
Oh, okay.
You know, like
you said, I'm a real chef. So I've run restaurants in DC for a long time. My last place was Mastro's Steakhouse. And when COVID hit in 2020, you know what happened to our industry, food industry. It went downhill. We had to cut like half of our staff. We had the executive chefs. Myself and my other executive chefs were back there washing dishes and everything. I said, listen,
wow.
They tried to cut half our salaries. People didn't know what to do
back
then.
During that time.
They was doing anything. So I said, you know what? If I can reach this height in my career and still have my job be in jeopardy, I might as well do it myself.
Oh, you see how Allah will shift you? Allah shift you.
Make you real uncomfortable. And
moved you to a better situation.
Exactly.
Oh, alhamdulillah. How do you incorporate, like, how do you, because we have a Muslim faith, so how do you like give back? How do you give your sadaqah when you are, because cooking for people, period. I say cooking for people is one of the biggest blessings.
It's my love language too. Okay. So it's easy for me. So when I know I'm cooking for you, like when I was cooking for you before I came here, I was like, I know how I want this to affect her.
Okay.
And I bring everything into it. And since I'm a classically trained chef, I understand food temperatures. I understand how to get it to you safely. All of those things. So, like when I first started this, I think I was talking to my friend and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And he was like, just do what you know how to do.
Right.
Cook.
Right.
So I just went to Costco and got some food.
Period.
And then I posted it on Instagram. And I worried about the LLC and the taxes and all that stuff
later. Exactly.
So
you just started.
You
just started.
On faith.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? I like when I see people follow their dreams because a lot of people, it's hard for people to follow their dreams. Yeah. It's harder for people to follow their dreams. Well, how do you, like, what challenges have you faced during this journey? Because, it's a lot of, entrepreneurship is not a game. When you're wanting to do something that you love, at the same time, you still face a lot of hardship, challenges. How do you, like, what challenges have you faced and how did you get over them?
So I'm a creator, I like to make food. I'm an artist of sorts, the business side of that is not always easy for entrepreneurs.
Right.
Because we're creators, we design things, we do this, we do that. But when it comes to the business part of it, a lot of us lack in that area. So you kind of learn on the move. You learn from your mistakes. Like in 2022, I got audited
No.
On my Maryland, yeah, on my Maryland taxes. Yes.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
I wasn't doing it right. And then you ask people, how do I do this?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't really tell you in detail how to do it. They don't really
They gatekeep
gatekeep
yes,
it.
a lot of people
They don't
gatekeep
break
the
it down
information
for you.
at all.
They don't.
So how did you maneuver that going through that on? Did you have to go through it on? Did you have to seek professional help?
I did. I got one accountant. He was trash, and I had to get another accountant.
Mm-hmm.
An accountant that was experienced with bookkeeping.
Right.
And I had to pay a lot of money. Then I had to send, what is it called? Addendums and to the IRS. But I got through it.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
But that's what happens when you're trying to run a business. It's a business. It's a real business.
Mm-hmm. Because I always say service providers. I had a lot of bad experiences with some service providers. Especially your daughter sells hair, so
yeah.
Hopefully she morally is good, because I had a situation even with getting my lashes done one time, and I had booked an appointment with this girl.
Hard to find a lash tech.
I had booked this appointment with this girl, right? Not the one that I have now, but it was before, and she literally, I guess it was her birthday the day after. So she literally said to me, I was running 5 minutes late. So I'm thinking I could just pay a late fee.
Yeah.
She texted me, said, girl, I said, well, I'm going to be 5 minutes late. She said, girl, don't even worry about it. I came an hour. I'm dropping an hour out. She said, girl, don't even worry about it. It's my birthday. We're going to have to book another time. I said, so you knew it was your birthday. I was going to pay the late fee. She said, don't even worry about no late fee. It ain't no late fee. It ain't no nothing. Took the deposit too.
That's what
so as a service provider,
that's what they do now.
I feel like the new generation now, they got to get better with their customer service. Service. But anyway, growing up in DC, how did it influence your cooking style? Because you did grow up in DC, right?
I was born in New York, and then we got to DC when I was a teenager.
Okay.
But my family, I think, is what influenced my cooking style. So, being Muslim,
mm-hmm.
You're going to Ramadan, you're going to eat at different mosques.
Yes.
So we read a lot of international mosques. By that time. My father had kind of moved away from the Nation of Islam and into, and we always had basmati rice. We always were eating things with turmeric in them and cloves, and we just had a different palate than most African American.
Okay.
So we had a plethora of different. So I think that expands your palate, and I think it makes you better at seasoning. Makes you better
mixed with a little bit of different flavors.
Yes, exactly. Like saffron. I mean, we knew about saffron a long time ago.
Okay.
You cook with saffron all the time when you do basmati rice and things like that.
Yes.
No one knows what saffron is. They taste something in there. And they're like, I don't know what this is that makes this girl's food different. Okay. But it's little stuff like that.
Where were you in New York? Oh my goodness, my earring. Where were you in New York? Like, grew up in New York?
In Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You give me a little New York now.
And I was pissed when we had to move here. I was pissed.
Okay.
Because I was a teenager.
And why is that though?
Well, I was used to New York, and then we moved here, and we moved straight to Tacoma Park, Maryland.
Oh, not Tacoma Park.
And it was it was birds chirping. It was go-go.
No, and the transportation is a little different too over here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Slow. It took us like an hour to get everywhere.
Right. So that was it.
Yeah.
How do you ensure that your quality, as far as your quality goes?
As far as my food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sourcing. So being an executive chef, I had the opportunity to, of course, we pick vendors, so we know where to source our foods from.
Mm-hmm.
We play around a lot with what we're gonna get, who we're gonna get it from, and then I have an understanding of how long food's supposed to stay on the shelf, all of these things, what is in season. So I just try to source food that is fresh and organic and good for you. I make all my sauces from scratch. I make roux from scratch. I even do my own chicken base, my own beef
food
base,
is my love language. If you see me just staring at you, let me say no, for real, because I really I know you got ties with Aaliyah. World Polo, you got ties with him as well. Shout out to World Polo. Shout out to Rap Highness Aaliyah.
Yes,
but you got ties to them. But when he literally said, "Oh, reach out to her. She's a chef," I said, "Okay, definitely," because food is literally from all. I like Indian food. I like American food. I love all types of food. So if you just see me staring at you, it's because I can hear it on it.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
What's one of your signature dishes though? Like one of the dishes that you really like. That if it was meant to like make someone fall in love, or not even fall in love, just make somebody like
yeah.
feel good.
I think my mac and cheese. That sounds basic, but I'm telling you, mac and cheese is not basic. People be putting Velveeta in their mac and cheese. People be putting canned cheese. I saw somebody that called herself a chef. I sat there right with her. This girl bought canned. I didn't even know there was canned cheddar.
Okay.
She put canned cheddar in her mac and cheese.
And you just looking as a real chef, like, what are you doing with that can?
Thousands of bottles of milk. I'm like, where's the heavy cream? Like, what are you doing?
They don't know what they're doing with the macaroni and cheese. I don't even know what I'm doing with the macaroni and cheese.
It took me like a year to perfect that recipe because I didn't want to do it like Mastro's did it, because they do it, the other kind of way. They don't do it
the black way.
They don't do it the black.
They do it this way.
I'm not putting panko on y'all mac and cheese.
Right, the breadcrumb. I've seen the breadcrumbs. I see some people do them breadcrumbs in the macaroni and cheese though. Which is, I don't know where they came that. I guess it gives a little texture.
No.
I guess
the texture comes from the cheese being broiled on top, not panko. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy.
What advice do you give to someone who's trying to become a chef? That, because I feel like it's a lot of work to get to that level to call yourself a chef. It's a lot of fake ones going out there calling themselves chefs that's making them plates, some turkey wings, macaroni, cheese, and yams. Not even cleaning their kitchen right.
Exactly.
Just not next to godliness is next to cleanliness. Exactly. Cleanliness next to godliness. And you're looking at a godly woman over here. So the food is going to be great.
Come on now.
So what advice would you give to an inspiring?
People ask me that. People DM me sometimes and ask me that. What does it take to be a chef? First of all, it's not just about being a good cook. Okay, it's about managing food and managing everything that goes along with food. So you have to. I think you should go to school because that's where you get the foundation. It's a foundation for everything. That's where you get the foundation. That's where they impress upon you how important it is to clean a kitchen. How you're not supposed to put a knife in a sink. You might cut somebody with it. How food temperature is supposed to be between these temperatures. There's a temperature danger zone. There's all of these things that you need to learn. And I think that you should also get some experience after culinary school in a restaurant. And I'm talking about a real restaurant. I'm talking about like at least 3 stars because they care.
Yeah.
They keep up things like they have food logs for how long you're supposed to keep oysters. They make sure you don't kill people.
And get people sick.
They make sure you know how to pass a health inspection. You know what I'm saying? You can't call yourself a chef if you never passed a health inspection for a restaurant. I'm sorry. You're supposed to know how much how high the temperature is supposed to be in hand sinks, and it's just a bunch of things you got to do. And then I think you need to know how to run a kitchen, how to run a line, how to manage people, how to manage your line cooks.
How do you deal with the pressure of it all too? Like
it's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure
because you don't do anything other than cook, right?
Yeah,
this is literally your job.
Yeah, this has been what I've done for the last 12 years, maybe 12. Yeah.
Wow.
12 years. Yeah.
So this is what puts the food on the table. Literal food.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
No, God has really sustained you that well. For 12 years you've been cooking, and that's what.
And then I've been in business with my catering company since 2020, and I haven't felt the need to go get another quote unquote job. I do it, I do it myself. So I think that says a lot, and I keep ascending. So I'm on weddings now and things like that, and it's word of mouth. You have to. Your name can't taste like mud in people's mouths when they say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard to have a business, and you know how fickle people are, and maintain a good reputation in this city for 4 years.
And you mean the DM? You talking DMV?
They do not play. They don't play. They'll let you know.
How do you feel? How do you feel like as far as the portrayal of Muslim women? Like, do you ever feel like you get, if you ever said like I'm Muslim, and they be like, oh, you don't,
Oh, well, just off the strength of my name, they
Okay,
already know
yeah.
that's my.
Alhamdulillah.
They already know I'm
What does your name mean, Rabbiyah?
Nurturer unto perfection.
I love that. That's so pretty.
Nurturer unto perfection, and my middle name is Amina.
Oh, that's pretty.
You know
as
who
well.
she was
No, I don't actually. Who is she? Let the people know.
So she was the Prophet Muhammad's, I think, mother.
Okay.
Cut this out if it's wrong.
Okay.
But I think
that's my little sister's name.
It is
Amina.
Okay.
I feel like I call her Sister Soldier because she's super serious. I be like,
look, Muslim women don't play.
Yeah, period.
We kind of gangster.
How do you feel that for real now? We are kind of gangster. It's bad.
It's in us.
No, for real. How do you feel that, with being Muslim? Because I always incorporate Islam in everything that I do. Do you feel like does that mess, especially with the business? Are you married?
No.
Okay, so how does that deal with dating?
When you are dating, what's that? Who dates?
No, for real.
What's that?
Let me fix my earring.
I need somebody to set me up with a husband.
No, girl, why are we all looking for husbands? You're super pretty. What's the problem? What's going on out here?
I think sometimes men just assume that we already have a roster. I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like they think you're okay.
And why?
I'm not okay.
No, but why is that now? Why is that? Why do they? Because for me, right, I always say, no, you're right about that. Because when I talk to men, I'm in the male industry.
Yeah.
Right. So
you are.
Yes.
We both are.
Yeah.
Male-dominated industry.
Yeah. Male-dominated industry, and the industry that I am, the most men that I talk to, they're like, you ain't got nobody. You know you talking to somebody else. You doing that. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Right.
Phone is dry.
Right.
No, right. I don't talk to nobody.
They just assume we're okay.
Right. And I always wonder why they do that. But anyway.
I don't know. Let's ask Malik next time we talk to him.
No, he got some things. They came at him a little. No, yeah. They came at him in them comments. They was like, you don't like black women? Then he said because he said he ain't like black women for a while or something like that.
What?
That's it. Right, but I understood where he was coming from. No, they wrote paragraphs on him.
Oh, wow.
No, they wrote paragraphs on him. But
I got a paragraph for him too. That's crazy.
But what has been your biggest learning curve?
Besides just the business side of everything, probably the customer service part of it. I'm more in the forefront now than I used to be when I was running kitchens. We were back of house. We were in the back of the house. We didn't deal with we didn't deal with people.
Okay, right. You just dealt with basically making the food, right? Yeah. So now you're dealing with the customers and
the customers, the business side, the numbers, all of that. It's just the business side of being a creator. And so I'm learning. Do
you feel like it's enough Muslim chefs? Because it's amazing. I don't know if I even know any Muslim chefs.
No, I haven't seen a lot.
That are like mainstream.
It's a couple of them in Philly.
That are like real chefs? Mm-hmm. Not trying to come from Philly. I'm just asking. Yeah. I know
It's a couple of them. Like 2.
Okay.
That I know of.
Do you have to deal with any waste of food? Like, do you ever have to waste?
Food waste? No, not me.
Okay, because you Mrs. Sell out. Mrs. Sold out.
I sell out, but I also prepare for the number of people that I'm gonna serve.
Okay, so
I have I shop for a certain number of people. There's I have a whole method to doing this. We took a whole class in culinary school called food costing. Mm-hmm. So I know how to break it down to the ounce. If you ever see me mixing my sauces and things like that, and then I have to put 35 cups together or 2-ounce sauces. Okay. I get it right on the nose. This is the formula.
Okay. Shoot, I don't know what you said, but
it's a formula.
It's a formula.
So think about it like this. So say you got 30 people. You want to give them 6 ounces each or something.
Okay.
30 times 6 divided by 16. 16 ounces is a pound. And then there you have it. That's how many pounds of potatoes you need to buy.
You see, she know what she talking about, y'all. No, for real. Because if it was anybody to buy food from, I'll buy food from her because she just, you know what I mean? She already breaking it down. She's talking about the cleanliness. She's talking about how to prepare the food and everything else.
Make your own seasonings too. Don't be scared.
Is there any place you want to travel and taste their food? Like any place that you like, as far as flavors and seasons? Name a few. Name a few.
Many places.
Because you got to put it out.
I want to be more in touch with African food.
Okay.
So I want to visit like Senegal. I want to visit Ghana, Liberia, because there's a lot to be learned there with the way they make food.
Yeah.
And what they use in their food.
Senegal food, Senegal.
Really?
Okay. I was there. I don't think their food was any.
No. But you know what? You're kind of.
It's
I
a healthy.
Agree with you on
they
that.
were there for me. I feel like their cuisine is very healthy.
Okay. Because I went to a Senegalese restaurant the other day. It was on my stories, actually.
Okay. And what did you get?
I didn't like it.
Oh, I should have told you to turn that off.
It's my alarm.
Okay.
I didn't see that one coming. But I went there and they didn't give me any jollof rice.
What they get? Check rice.
They give me the
check.
Yes. I took it back. I drove all the way back.
Okay, you're serious.
I sure did.
And did they not have their jollof rice, or they just said we have check rice only?
Yeah, they only had that.
Yeah. No, but they actually win the jollof. I feel like their jollof, if you ever do have their jollof, is really, really good. They have this thing called benechi, which is the sour thing that you mix it with the meat, with the rice, with the chicken. It's really good. But my family's Sierra Leonean, Guinean.
Okay.
Sierra Leone got the best food.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, we got the best. We take over as far as the DMV. We got restaurants out here too.
We gotta go to one sometime.
Yeah, we got. No, I could. My mom is the best chef you got.
Oh, bet.
Yes, as far as
over and watch her.
Yeah, literally, she has the best. She literally, I don't watch her because I feel like I just feel like you're gonna live forever. I don't really have to delve into that. I know the base in my head, but I don't really ever have to cook. I can just tell her, Mom, I want cassava leaf, jollof rice, lafidi, whatever it is. She makes the best.
With that palm oil.
Palm oil, which is good for the skin.
It really is.
It's really good for the skin, but she makes, we call it bench, which is black eyed peas. She just made that with smoked turkey neck, beef, smoked fish, which gives that smoky flavor.
Yes.
I love food. My mom knows that. She's like, I was like,
you.
I said, I'm doing an episode with a real chef, Mom. She said, where you like you beleso? Meaning that you just like to eat. Because for real, I really do love food. And I love when somebody is passionate in what they doing, because it makes you feel like, okay, well, if they passionate, the food going to be good. It's going to be flavorful. You talking about basmati rice, saffron, those flavors. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Put a bay leaf in everything. Every pot of water, put a bay leaf in. I don't care
if you could cater for anybody. If you could cater, because, you never know who's going to watch it. Inshallah, I have my audio out. I've already made the account. Please, guys, it's coming. If you could cater for anybody or cook for anybody, who would it be? Your dream project, your dream event.
I'm starting to really like weddings.
Okay.
Just the atmosphere. The love in the air. It's just and then people, they love to spend money during weddings too.
Okay, yeah.
But what person? I don't know. Tupac.
Okay.
But he's gone.
I love Pac. No, Pac is one of my faves. Tupac is one of my faves.
Maybe Oprah?
Okay, Oprah.
Whoever has the biggest platform.
Okay.
Right. I don't know.
Right. Whoever has the biggest platform.
Like, who's a fake friend in my head? I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm going blank right now.
Okay. As far as like who what's your take on growing your popularity, like on far as like food influence? Like what do you
Wow. So I have some really great influencers, on Instagram and social media. And I don't pay them.
They literally they
promote me for free. Yeah. They love my food, and they keep coming back. Shout out Mr. Commodore out in New York and his wifey. I mean, I took them some food when I was in New York, and they were like, "Come on in." Went in the house. They taped the whole thing. I didn't expect all that.
Wow.
They tagged me on the post. They did me a collaboration post.
Oh, alhamdulillah. See, sometimes you literally sometimes
goofies.
Okay,
Terry,
yes.
Lenny.
Okay. I don't know who Lenny is.
Miss Lenny Food Vibes.
Is she from DMV?
Lenny Monet.
Is she from DMV?
Yeah, she's
from okay,
DMV.
I don't know who that is.
They just put me on. My next person I think is gonna be Manny out in Baltimore, the comedian. Okay. Manny's Mania. But yeah, people like they just vibe with me. Project Pat, he'll be back in November. I'll cook for him again. But I don't know. They just I love that what I do and being myself can also, get me to where I want to be. Because I don't like to fake in front, and you know how we are in the DC. We don't be pressed.
Yeah, at all. We hate to be. That's one thing we will hate to be pressed. I could literally see you. You could be far away from me. Like, I promise you, I can know you. I'm not yelling your name out. Like, you see me? Like, I'm not.
Let's take a picture.
Yeah, let's take. No, I don't care how famous you are. You come to the DMV. We don't care how.
We don't care.
People don't care about you here. They're not running after you like, all right, that's up.
Listen,
I'm famous too.
We don't listen. If we had the press level of other states, we'd all be superstars.
No,
right now.
No, for real.
Superstars.
No, for real. What's the most surprising thing have you learned from your food, as far as learning from people, as far as what's something that you've learned?
What's something I learned with my food? Something that my food has taught me with
people? Yeah, with people exactly.
I think when you're talented at something, you really don't know you're talented.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, because it's just normal for you. Like, this is how I do things. And then somebody says, "Oh my God, this is amazing." And then another person says it, and then another person says it, and then a kid says it. Because right. Kids, they're the best
they don't lie.
Of food. Okay?
Kids will
if
tell you
kids like your food, the damn
well, anybody got
any
say.
Food critic.
No, for real.
It's the kids.
Right.
They like your mac and cheese, you're on to something. But that's probably the biggest thing I had to learn with food. It's like, oh, you really like it. Okay.
You're a chef, but you're a small chef. Usually people don't be trusting them skinny chefs.
I haven't been small. I mean, I've been up and down. It fluctuates.
They say they don't trust a skinny chef.
It fluctuates.
They say something that you can't ever. But what are any traditions that you cultural traditions that you being a native from DC? What any cultural traditions have you take on?
Well, of course, I learned to like go-go.
Okay.
Shout out the backyard. Shout out the backyard.
Did you used to go? Have you gone to any of the shows in a while?
Oh yeah, of course. I was at a show last night the other night at Restaurant 55.
Okay.
Yeah, but backyard, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. We've been going to backyard.
Have you ever had to do something on a whim, like just create something on a whim? Or is everything planned? Like any meal, what meal did you have to create?
I try to plan everything, but if somebody calls me and they're like, "Yo, I'm in town, what's up?" Then I'll put something together.
I know that's right. I think that's that New York.
Yeah, I'll put something
that New York got a little hustle to it. That's hustle. A little different.
It's hustle, and then also it's like you just have to like have a go-to in your head. Like, this is something that I have in inventory. It's not going to be that hard for me to do. Like, right. I'm going to have to just run to the store, get a couple things of heavy cream, but I got everything else here.
Right. How do you try to, like I said, how do you try to give back to your community?
Oh.
Like, what events have you done and, things that you've done to give back in the Islamic world, probably in the masjids or whatever, wherever you.
So there's an imam over there on Kenilworth Avenue.
Okay.
Sometimes I do things with them. He does major work in the community, mostly in Southeast. And then I do something with the DJs, with DJ Gemini and them. They had a program with young kids that were offenders, juvenile offenders, and they wanted to learn about radio and learn about DJing and things like that. So if I see something that I believe in that I can add value to, that I won't just do anything. Like, if it's something I never think about, I'm not doing it. Like, it has to be homeless. It has to be with addiction. It has to do with reintegrating people into society that have been locked up. Things like that are near and dear to my heart. If I see the opportunity to do something like that, I'll do it. And of course, like I'm so sorry. If I have to do something I'm always do something with my Muslim brothers and my sisters in the community as much as possible. And Malik, people like World War Polo, they give you a chance and an opportunity to do those things. So if it presents itself and it's something that I can vibe with, then I'll do it.
How strong is your faith? Because a lot of people believe, my big thing is it don't matter. I feel like Allah is the turner of your heart. Yeah. And I believe that, whether you wear hijab or if you don't wear hijab, you're a Muslim.
And
regardless.
I struggled with that before I came here.
Okay.
I was like, should I wear a hijab? Should I not wear a hijab? But
where?
Here.
Oh, no. Girl, come as you are.
But the thing is,
because that's my whole thing is a safe space, like correct way. Either you wear hijab or you don't wear hijab.
Right.
I believe
you don't go drink liquor and twerk at the club and then show up in full hijab. Yeah,
okay.
That's a hypocrite.
Okay. So you still outside a little bit?
Not outside like I used to be. No.
Okay.
But I think that because I was born into this faith, I think that it's just in me, regardless of whether I'm practicing every day, whether I'm doing 5 times a day, whether, no matter what it is, I'm Muslim.
Right.
And I respect and I fear Allah. And that's just what it is. And that's always going to be in me. See? Always, no matter what.
I love that.
And I try not to do anything that's too crazy.
Okay. I feel like a lot of, it's never those who are born Muslim. And I'm going to say that because it was literally the judgment. A lot of the judgment comes from people that are really new to the faith, right? Mm-hmm. Because when you're born in the faith, it's in you every day, like you were saying. Like it's in you. You don't have to dress a certain way.
Not on you, baby.
It's literally a way of your life. Way of life. Islam is a way of life. Yes. Like it's how you treat people. It's how you talk to people. When you're dealing with your customers and your clients, you're building a family. That's why they want to come back to you. They want to come support you. You brought me something.
Yes.
And I want
to. So now I couldn't bring you like everything that I'm doing this weekend because I got something going on this weekend.
Which is fine.
I couldn't go crazy on it, but I bought you a little something.
Tell me because people that may not be able to see it, because hopefully we have the audio. This will be an audio. Okay. So explain what you got there.
So I brought Sister Mariam. I bought her some garlic broccoli, some salmon, and some basmati rice.
And what's that sauce there?
This is the bang bang sauce.
Okay. Yes. Homemade bang bang?
This is the bang bang sauce. Can they see this?
Yeah, I think they should be. Okay. But yeah, just the describing of it, y'all know it's good. Yeah. Y'all I'm telling you. And I reposted it on my Instagram story.
Because anything that I make, I don't care like how simple it is. It could be, ask Malik and them. It could be chicken wings. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to marinate those chicken wings for 2 to 3 days. It could be red snapper. It's getting marinated in mango juice and cilantro. So whatever it is, I'm elevating it. It doesn't matter. It could be the simplest thing.
And that's a blessing. When people nourish their bodies with, with your food, the blessing that you're getting is a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. So regardless, I'm glad you didn't come in hijab. I wanted you to come as you are, alhamdulillah, because I feel like I feel like just showing up as yourself and being authentic is the best thing. Like,
my name is Rabbiyah Muhammad.
Yeah.
Rabbiyah Amina Muhammad.
Listen. It's in the name itself. You know what I mean? And because I literally, for me, I feel like my hijab, I wore hijab before I even wore hijab. It was in me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy. You got to come back again. We got to do something because I was talking to Rap Highness Aaliyah about doing a singles meetup because we need some husbands.
Man, I'm telling you. And Muslim husbands are the best. Muslim men are the best.
Were you married before?
Not to a Muslim, unfortunately. And my father was very pissed about that.
How did that work? Because
it doesn't. It doesn't. So don't.
Because the leadership, you know what I mean?
The man is the leader.
Right. So if he out here,
is he out here putting up Christmas trees? Yeah.
Wow. Did he ever say he was going to get on the deen though? Or
no. But he was probably one of the most
supportive
spiritual men that I've ever met that wasn't Muslim. So he had a way of life about himself that wasn't too like Christian. It wasn't, too much like that.
That's not the biggest thing. Yeah. It's just, even if they're really, really nice and really sweet and got prior provider and they protect, they're Christian.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang.
Exactly.
Why can't
Yeah.
But Allah knows best.
Allah knows best.
We'll find it. But anyway, thank you for tuning in to Unwrap Real Talk with the Black Hijabi. I'm your host, Mariam Kaba. This is my guest, Rabbiyah. And make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube. Follow her.
Follow me on Instagram, offmenukatering_. I hate that there's an underscore now. They took my old account.
They took it.
Yeah.
I seen on your bio you said rest in peace to the old account.
I love that.
Where can it's the link in your bio
where they can. It's a link in my bio
you?
For everything. For all my media links, all the TV I've done, all the press I've done. And
you hear that TV.
My website. Everything's in there.
Follow her. Subscribe to Unwrap Real Talk on Instagram, TikTok. Thank you guys. Assalamu alaikum.